Hi everybody, welcome to another solo Let's Play, and as you can see, we're doing Castlevania, the NES original from Konami, and let's press start. And yeah, this is very exciting. This is one of my favorite NES games, and this is actually one of my favorite Castlevania games. I would say this is probably my second favorite game of the Castlevania series after Castlevania X Rondo of Blood. I actually did a review of that last year. And man, this is my jam. This is my jam. Vampire Killer, first level theme. Sorry if I'm talking over. This game has excellent music, and actually it's interesting because I'm gonna be, full disclosure here, I'm not really a big fan of old Konami games as such, This is really an exception, not the rule, the Castlevania games. I love all the NES Castlevania games, including, whoops, I didn't even notice the dog there. So I love all the NES Castlevanias, even number 2, even though that game is very notorious. But the thing is, that's the only that was the only one of the Castlevania games on the NES that I actually played growing up. I didn't play this one or 3. I only played these much later. By the way, the most pointless cross in the whole game. So yeah, this is the original one with Simon Belmont, and yeah. Hopefully I'll get to talk a little bit about Castlevania trivia as well. There's the good old-fashioned turkey leg or chicken leg, whichever it is. And we're gonna get the fishman. This is all making me think that maybe I should have gone to see the Shape of Water, a Universal monster movie that finally won an Academy Award. Well, it's a Guillermo del Toro film, so maybe it was good enough for that. So what am I doing? I know I have such mixed feelings about about the Oscars as well. I mean, I think any kind of accolade of that kind, it has to be deserved. I don't think there's such a thing as undeserved Academy Awards, or undeserved awards in general. Yeah. So this is the thing, I am a fan of the Castlevania. I would consider myself a fan of the Castlevania series, but really, I'm only really, familiar with these older installments. I haven't even, played too many of the 3D ones. The only one that I have played is the Castlevania for Nintendo 64, which is actually not called Castlevania 64, even though that's what everybody calls it. By the way, just killed the vampire bat. Can I make it pause it on the whip? Oh yeah, I love that. I love that. Especially also in Castlevania 3, you get to do that. And hey, say in the comments if you want to see me let's play that as well. I did a little super secret poll thingy again in order to decide if I was gonna let's play this one, and people clearly and by far all the choices that I put up there prefer this one. So yeah, I haven't really played any of the. So I'm really familiar with these older Castlevanias for the 8 and 16-bit consoles. Really, and after that, it becomes all a bit of a haze for me. I know roughly what the story is, because, well, here's the thing, Castlevania Dungeon, which is a super old, I think fairly prolific fan site, is one that I used to visit a lot, and actually I got to learn a lot about the series mythos through that. So for instance, I've maybe played a grand total of 20 minutes of Symphony of the Night, which was, I would say, more than enough, but I kind of know what the plot of that one is, which is actually a direct sequel to my favorite Castlevania game, which is, of course, Rondo of Blood. But here's the thing, I just am not a fan of the Metroidvania style games, and this should probably not surprise anybody. I'm not a fan of old school Metroid either. I much prefer the Prime series. Well, that's going a little bit far. I prefer the story-driven newer newer games, and the old 2D style games are just not my jam. Which is to say, like, if somebody watching this, if you're into that, like, you know, no skin off my back, you know, the more power to you. But I just do not have the patience for those types of games. And, like, you know, one thing that says about that, my favorite Metroid game is actually Metroid Prime 3, which is also, in my opinion, easily the best game for the Wii as well. Oh yeah, the stopwatch is actually pretty useful here because you can make the Medusa heads stop. Yeah. I'm not concentrating as much because I'm talking, but I will play through this game. Actually, I will finish it because I've done so. And it's surprising, like, how this game used to feel so difficult for me back in the day. Going a little bit back into my history. So Castlevania 2 is the only one which I've actually played. Criminy, I can't get that. Do these things stop? Oh, they do stop. Yeah, so I only played Castlevania 2 on the NES, but I've played these games like a fair amount because in the early 2000s, that's when I really had my big emulator phase. So I got the Nesticle emulator, and these things, by the way, I hate these things. They're probably the most annoying Castlevania enemy besides the Medusa heads, because they take so much. They take so many hits to kill. Is there anything hidden in the wall here? No. Oh yeah, grabbing the cross or the boomerang. Okay, here's another hallway of death, and I think it's the Medusa. Ooh, okay, hey. Actually, I'm wondering if the holy water would be useful in this fight. Oof, okay, not doing so hot. Oh. Oh, come on, she's almost dead. Yes, yes, okay. That always seems kind of dumb to me. Having, oh god, I would love it for it to stop when I was at the peak of my whip, but like but the fact that it's just the Medusa head, literally. So yeah, so I like Castlevania 2, even though it's really, you know, cryptic and hard, and I've never actually completed it, but I've played a fair amount of it. I think I've gone like through like 3 of the 4 dungeons, and but yeah. The thing is, like, I'm never probably gonna try to do a full-on, like a proper, Let's Play of it, because, oh god, I hate the Fleamen, or Igors, you can call, whichever you prefer. Here's the bone-throwing skeleton. Didn't get to throw any bones, though. Haha, screw you. So, yeah. So I'm not a real big fan of the Metroidvanias, but I will say there's actually one exception to the rule, and it's mostly because of nostalgia. Like, I've never actually completed, although a few years ago, I want to say, maybe around 2014-15, I actually tried to beat the game properly, and the game is Castlevania Circle of the Moon, and yes, that's one of the... By the way, some people, in case you don't know, European over here, so, you know, not American. No matter how many times I fucking, you know, say that, people still just assume. People just assume because of the accent, which is fucking. I recently got like some attitude from some dude because of my old like video game history video where I talked about like how Nintendo is actually older than my country, which is true, but some idiot of course assumed I was American. You know, America has been around longer than Nintendo, but so the, you know, yeah. So that's... So, here's the thing, like... When I say that I kind of wish I had an accent... that's actually... I'm being absolutely dead serious because I'm so annoyed when people then, like, get on my fucking case when I get, like, grammar stuff wrong and they forget, like... You know, this isn't my native language, so, you know... So fuck you. Oh man. That ticker, it was good just a moment ago, but I think for the boss fight I actually want a real weapon. It's the mummies in this level actually. So yeah, sorry, so Circle of the Moon, that's the only one that I actually do like, and it was because it was actually the first game I got for the GBA, which was also the last handheld system. Oh god, no! Yeah, this is... Okay. God damn it. Yeah, the first of the bullshit deaths. Yeah. So, actually, so I like these old school Castlevanias, and if you're wondering, do I think like stuff like that, the knockback and everything, is it annoying? Yes, of course it's annoying, but that's the weird thing, like, I think this, there used to be a time when I like these games mostly because of the aesthetic and the music and everything, but it's more in the recent years I've also started to enjoy these because of the challenge. I didn't used to really like hard games, and, you know, something like super crazy difficult, like, I still probably wouldn't enjoy it. Like, that's the thing, no matter how much people praise it, I will never like Contra. I think Contra is just a bullshit game. And that's kind of like the most, like, you know, old Konami game that I don't enjoy. Okay, I kind of always forget how you're supposed to deal with these things. Oh. Jesus. Oh, no, no, no. Come on. He's almost dead. Almost dead. Almost dead. Almost dead. Die, 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 die. No! Oh, God. Even the orb showed up. Yeah, so... Like I said, like, normally don't like old school Konami games. The thing is, like, I kind of want to like the Konami Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games because Teenage Mutant, the first TMNT game, because I think that one is kind of cool, but it has the same problem as Castlevania 2, is that it's a game that was way ahead of its time. Like, it tried to be too many things, and some of the things work, and I think some of the ideas in that game are great and actually, you know, not bad. It's a game with a lot of good ideas, but executed badly. So, and I always feel bad about that because, you know, I like Turtles, especially, and that's the version of the Turtles I like the most, is the, you know, the 80s, 90s Turtles. Oh, God. Oh, no, God, I'm getting sandwiched by these guys. No! Okay, I'm so dead. Come on. Die already. Yes! Okay, good. Phew. Come on, can I get it to... Oh, God, no. Just normal stuff. Okay. And... Okay, let's keep going, although this next one is my least favorite level of the game. Yeah. This is when the big drop happens. Yeah, I am not a fan of this level. I hate this one. I think it's just tedious. It's not a very good level in my opinion. Ugh. And you get the fishman coming out. So yeah, like I said, oof, yeah, that was a total fuck up on my part. So really not a fan of like most old school Konami games. You know, I've sometimes wondered about like giving. Okay. I didn't get the stopwatch that time. Maybe I should try to use. But if I do, maybe I should try using it. Except I used it too early. This wasn't the part I was supposed to use it in. Okay, here. That bat won't fucking get me. Yeah. So anyway, like, not a fan of the Metroidvania type games, but actually, I wouldn't mind giving some of the later 2D games that were on the PlayStation 2 like a try. Oh god. Oh boy. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. No point stopping the episode. Isn't like there's still so much time left in the episode. Oh god. Why do I keep doing that? Oh yeah, and by the way, the game does, if you're wondering if the game runs a little slowly, it does. I'm playing this on the Wii, and the Wii, you know, on the Wii, when they were releasing these games for the Virtual Store, they were running them at PAL, in the PAL specifications. So this is why. So if it was the type of game that did have the slow up because of the PAL NTS to PAL conversion, then on the Wii, you know, Virtual Store. Oh god, no! I keep jumping the gun on that one. Yeah, I hate this level. It's not even that hard. Oh god, fucking bat. No, and then I didn't get the stopwatch. Shit. Okay. So yeah, on the Wii Virtual Console, if your Wii was PAL, then the games will run in PAL specifications. But actually, on the Wii U, interestingly enough, they because I suppose I don't know if it was hardware related or if they just did it in an effort to stay faithful to like how people in Europe actually saw these games, because they didn't have Contra on the Wii Virtual Console. They had Probotector, which is you know, how the Contra games were localized in Europe. So all the guys were turned into robots, and it was called Probotector instead of Contra, which is interesting. But then on the Wii U, they started using the NTS format, and I think because, you know, obviously they're running this on an emulator of some kind. So yeah, this part I also hate. Ugh, not a big fan of this. Oh god. Okay. The thing about this level is that you're not supposed to stop. You should just keep going. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I totally was not pressing up. Okay. Okay, I'll kill this bone dragon and hopefully get some, another bone dragon! Funny enough, because, hey, by the way, big shout out to Retro Kaiser if you haven't watched our Billy Hatcher series on his channel. You should. It's pretty fun and. Ooh. Oh no! Ah. Oh god, no! No! Well, I still got 2 lives. No! Oh god! This is embarrassing. I'm playing really badly now. Okay. I guess time for a break after this episode. After this level. Whew. So, like I said, I wouldn't mind trying out some of the 2D games, and actually, maybe I'll talk about that in the next episode. A little bit about the Castlevania movie project. Oh, this is kinda Trixie Dixie, isn't it? Okay, it's Frankenstein time. Oh god. Oof, this is one where actually, like, the holy water would be pretty useful. Hey, god. Yeah, Igor is really fucking me up. No. Yeah, this boss fight's a little hit or miss. Like, sometimes it's like super easy. god. Okay. Like, sometimes it's super easy. You get into a groove and you can just, like, keep wailing on... Oh god, I am gonna... Wow. Wow. Wowie wow. Okay, and now I have to do the whole fucking level over again. Oh god. Wait a minute. Okay. I'll play up to the boss fight and we'll continue the next episode once I get up to that point. Yeah. I almost thought like I jumped a little too early there. Oh no, that's real bullshit. I hate that one. I love these skeletons that are like cubed. Okay, I want to keep the stopwatch for a while because no. Oh god. Okay, forget about what I just said. Whoops, sorry about that. Okay, we'll continue this on the next episode, so see you then. Bye!